Hi, welcome to Ken's Games Collection, and you would think I've hit the muddle load here with some amazing Mega Drive games. These are all the Japanese version of Mega Drive games. Some games that I've been really wanting to get back in the collection for quite a while now, but actually they are reproduction games that I bought from AliExpress. Now I bought a couple of Super Nintendo games a few months ago from AliExpress and was really happy with the quality of those games, and I thought, okay, let's try and get some Mega Drive games, Japanese Mega Drive games, just to see what the quality is like. And it does vary from store to store on AliExpress, but overall I was really happy with what I got. So we're going to have a look at each individual game that I got from the different sellers. So let's kick things off with a bizarre looking game. This is known as Phantom Sonic or Sonic Nightmare. It's a ROM hack that came out, I guess, a long time ago. The premise of this game is you play the normal Sonic the Hedgehog game, but it randomly changes to this nightmare mode where you're getting chased by like a metal Sonic, and you have to hit one of the boxes to go back into a normal mode. But when you look at the cover art on this, it's really demonic Sonic with those red eyes. It's really bizarre, and it's something that I saw in Exe quite a while ago, going for like $49 upwards, and you can see it on eBay as well. AliExpress, I paid $12 for this when it was on special. I was really happy with it. One thing that I did request was to get the Japanese cartridge. And what do I get? I get the, European cartridge, which is kind of a bummer. But when you look at the back of it, there's no screws there. It's just like one of those ones that you just pop everything together, which is a bit of a bummer as well. But overall, it looks very much like an original Mega Drive / Genesis game. It's really hard to tell the difference. The weight of the plastic is probably a little bit lighter than the normal cartridge from the Mega Drive, but overall I was really happy with this one. Now with all of these covers, they're all these glossy covers. They're not like the matte finishes of the original Mega Drive covers, which is okay. The artwork on this game is a bit, it isn't that great, but on this video it doesn't really show up. But when you look at it, it's probably the worst one out of all the cover art. Inside you put your cartridge there. On the other side is for the manual. Now they have this little hook in the middle there when you slide the manual in, and I found it really hard to get the manual in on another game I'll show soon. So I was really probably just gonna get like a box cutter or something and just take out that middle hook. It's not needed. Now this is one of my favorite games on the Mega Drive, Shadow Dancer, and I gotta say, reproduction wise, this is really good. This is way better than the Sonic game. It is really good, but I did found the cover is maybe just a little bit grainy, I guess you could say. It's not of a higher standard that you'll see with some of the other games, but the cartridge itself looks identical to what I remember when I had Shadow Dancer back in the day. It really looks great. A really good reproduction, and even on the back it's got the Japanese sticker there with everything, all the Japanese writing, so that was a nice touch. Looks and feels more authentic than the other one, so I was really happy with that. I paid $20 for this one, and again, it's probably a better quality plastic than the Sonic game. We'll see one of these opening up soon. If I was going to rate this one particularly, I would probably give it a 8 out of 10 for the presentation, just the way it looks. The manual is okay. We'll look at the manual inside later, but when you do put the manual into the case, you can see it with the Statue of Liberty there, the way it sort of fits into that little hook. I really don't like that, and I really feel like getting this particular manual in there was a bit of a chore. I would definitely take that out, but overall it was really good. Now with Rolling Thunder 2, I've got to say the cover art is great, but it's too overly saturated. It could have been a little bit lighter. When you look at the manual, this all varies from manual to disc to the box art itself, but it is a fantastic game. So with the games I've shown so far, they're all been printed on like a high gloss photo paper, which is a bit weird because it's a lot thicker, and I don't know how it's going to go over time, if it's going to fade or stay this way, or is it going to get stuck to the plastic casing. It's just going to be, wait and see with that one compared to what we've used to with the original cover paper quality, I guess you could say. But to me, when I look at the Rolling Thunder uh, sticker here, it does look to me to be a bit widened. I don't know. I have to go back and look at the original one. But overall, I'm really happy with this one. And when you look at the back, there's no sticker at the back, so I am going to open up the cart itself, and we'll have a look inside a little bit later on. Now, this is a game that I've been wanting to get in the collection for quite a while, and I think about 5 years ago I was humming and hurrying about getting Wonder Boy Monster World 4 for about $100, and I kept putting it off, and then one day I thought I want to get it, and I saw prices going from anywhere from $300 to $400. So wow, it just put it so far out of my price range. And this, I paid $21 for this, and I was wrapped with it, and it's probably the best quality one overall, apart from the cart itself, where I feel like the sticker is a bit dull. It could have been more vibrant with the color, but apart from that, the cover art and even the manual is way better than what I thought. And that's a different seller altogether. The back cover looks great as well, so I was really impressed with this one. With all the sellers, it was great, but this one in particular, just with even the quality of the paper was really good, and the manual. We'll have a look at some of these manuals, but this was a really well put together manual. Now with Rolling Thunder, it looks like it's a scan of the original manual itself. The paper quality on these manuals is a bit thicker than the original MegaDrive manuals, which was really strange to see that. I thought they would have went with the same sort of paper quality, but they went actually with something a little bit more thicker, and it is a bit glossier. But with this particular manual, it is a scan, as with Shadow Dancer. Shadow Dancer is another scan of the original manual. I'm guessing it's not as good looking as the previous one, but it is what it is for the time. Now when you look at the middle section of this, the staple down the bottom is just off center, so I had to be careful when I'm turning the pages there, because you could probably rip it. But overall, for a game that's $20, that's really cool when you look at this, because the things you don't do to the carts itself. But like I said, Wonder Boy manual is the best quality. It's a bit thinner paper, but it's a high glossier paper, and overall this reproduction manual is the best by far out of all of them, and it's a seller I'm going to go back to. Now we're going to have a look inside this cart of Rolling Thunder 2, which I was so happy that they didn't put the back sticker on, so it does allow me to get in there just to see what one of these reproduction cartridges looks like. The chipset, I guess you could say. So we'll open it up and crack this thing open to see just what's inside here, because it's the unknown with these reproduction games. And what was in there really surprised me. Now on the right, I'm looking at this thing and thinking, is that sort of some residue left over or something? I don't know what these two little square things are, but when you turn it over, there's some, I don't know, some gunk on it. It's just one chipset and like a transistor or something like that, but there's some sort of paste there. I don't know why that is. It looks like toothpaste, but I don't know what it is. But it's really interesting to look inside these things. I wish I could have opened up another one to compare, because I do know that some of the sellers, you can see it on their website, just what those carts look like. But overall, I was really happy with this. It is the unknown. I don't have a Japanese Mega Drive yet, so I can't play these games to make sure they work. So That's something I'm going to have a look at, I guess, a lot later on, because sometime during 2021 I definitely want to get back a Japanese Mega Drive. I'll be so happy when that happens. But overall, what do you guys think? Does it look good? I mean, both all these games are about $20 each. The Sonic game was on special, so I got it at a great price. But overall, to me, it's good. It's a great way to get back some incredible games. They have the European and also the American version of these games. I just prefer the Japanese cover art on a lot of stuff, because that's what I did. I was getting a lot of Japanese grey import games here in Australia, the Mega Drive stuff back in the day, and I just love the cover art. And I'm just so happy, I guess you could say, that finally I got these games back in my collection. I'm still missing a few games that I want to get. So over the next few months, I'll do that and present another video. So until next time, guys, bye.